one of the most dangerous jobs in television. Shooting Discovery's Storm Chasers.
There's one right behind us!
Our shooters take a huge amount of risk to bring this show to life. We're driving into the most powerful natural force on the planet, and our production crew is the best of the best.
There it is.
All right, Dominator, be good to me.
And they just keep coming back for more.
Go behind the scenes for the first time with the crews that captured television's most electrifying hour.
Are we ready? Okay.
For 10 weeks each spring, they embed with the most aggressive tornado chasers in the world.
We gotta get out of here!
Traveling a total of 120,000 miles through 13 states in search of the next big storm.
Production team that's documenting our mission, they work their asses off.
They let us go out and do our science. We got to get east, and they cover us. Pretty strong rotation here. Whether or not it's going to create a tornado, I don't know. You know, it kind of shows the public what we go through here, intercept these storms, and measure these things. It's a boatload of work.
We got twists and we got twins!
Our crew takes substantial risks to get the best possible shots. I'd drive in a tornado any day with these guys.
Early April brings tornado season to the Midwest. And the 30-member production crew returns to Norman, Oklahoma after a 10-month hiatus.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks.
How many tie, guys?
Out here doing this for 2 months on end, and you're with the same people day in and day out, you really bond. And then we all go away for 10 months and dream about coming back to chase. And then we all meet up again out here.
This year is the biggest rehire for crew that we've had. So there's like 120 years worth of experience going into this show.
We're getting the band back together.
Good to see you, man. Ready for another season?
Immediately, the clock starts ticking.
This is a massive undertaking. You're trying to get our characters, producers, and cameras, shooters, everybody in place. This is really where the chess game begins.
And everyone's at the mercy of Mother Nature.
Let's do it, guys.
The National Weather Service predicts an outbreak in the Texas Panhandle in the next 48 hours, and Director of Photography Chris Whiteneck has to have his crews ready.
It's been a struggle because our show is so weather dependent. We can all show up and then find out 2 hours later that a weather system's moving in a day or two later. It makes it really difficult to get everyone up to speed and get them ready to chase within a 2-day period.
The toughest task is transforming the Dominator, the TIV, and Twist Texas probe vehicle into tornado-proof television studios.
The goal is to get it all done and prepped when our operators show up. Everyone's introduced to their freshly built car, and they're ready to chase.
That means installing 25 ultra-compact high-definition cameras, 25 studio-quality video decks, 40 wireless microphone kits, and 900 feet of cable.
On this show, there is an incredible amount of gear for these vehicles alone.
The idea is to mount these two monitors side by side.
We actually have a separate tech team, TV boys. They come out with all the necessary tools and rig these cars.
Worst part about this is getting burnt.
It's a lot of work.
Thanks, guys.
Specialty camera technician Andrew Lane
Don't make it any wider, just make it deeper.
and his TV boy staff
That depth is good, yeah.
will send $250,000 worth of equipment into some of the most punishing conditions on the planet.
It's got to last for 3 months, so try to make it as bomb-proof as possible.
In addition to his director of photography duties, Chris is the shooter-producer covering Reed Timmer's team.
This is a new improved Dominator, 2010. Half this vehicle is designed for tornado chasing or being inside of a tornado, and the other half is designed for production. This is where I sit. I have a monitor that I'm constantly staring at, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time before I bash my face into that. You can see I have somewhat of a wall here. This is not to protect me in any way, but just to hide me from the cameras in the front.
The Dominator is fitted with 5 cell phone-sized HD cameras.
I don't think most people quite understand how many cameras it really takes to have these intense, action-packed angles.
All right, we're going in.
This cube cam here is called the cockpit cam, and it covers all 3 of the passengers.
Both windows up.
You get driver, front seat passenger and rear seat passenger.
Drop down, we're in, it's right there!
This is the Reed Timmer cam. This is a single on Reed.
Drop down fast, Joel!
This is the driver's single.
All right, we're going.
There's debris coming down!
These iconic close-ups
We gotta go.
bring viewers face-to-face with the extreme emotions of the cast.
Strong tornado out there. Out there.
Oh, there's still debris!
But they're only half the story.
This is the POV cam, constantly shooting out the front window here. And two other cameras we have in here would be my handheld.
Look at it, there's a little thing coming down. Chris, you want me to get it or you got it?
I got a good shot. As well as Reed Timmer's handheld camera.
Right there, yours! See, that's out the window!
We're shooting 360 degrees. Provides the editor with more choices so they can cut the show and make it faster.
Holy that is amazing.
I'm usually just pumped up on caffeine, just freaking out, changing tapes and batteries all day, and yeah, it's a nightmare. But I love it. I love it. It's good.
The heart of the mobile studio setup is multiple $40,000 video decks.
All the cameras are run via cables straight back to the deck area back here, so I can just literally swivel my seat around and change tapes, adjust settings on the different decks if I need to.
Video decks print everything the camera sees to tape.
These decks take constant babying. These are not road decks. They're not meant to be going 80 miles an hour down a bumpy dirt road. They don't like dust, they don't like heat, and they don't like moisture.
But if hostile conditions destroy the deck, nothing gets recorded.
This year we've sealed the car completely to keep the dust out, added AC so we can hopefully keep the windows up and the moisture content down. We were definitely more put together this year than any other year in the past.
The 2010 Dominator also has a life-saving safety modification.
This is the newest and improved item in the Dominator. You have two windows. You have an interior glass window, and then you have an exterior plexiglass window. Last year, these were manually lifted. You'd raise them with your hands and then clip two latches. And when you're shaking and you have a camera in your hand and you're, in all honesty, maybe a little freaked out, it was the hardest thing to do.
Last season, failure of the Lexan safety system endangered the entire crew.
We've been driving for maybe 15, 16 hours.
Let's go, guys.
And little did I know we were gonna actually drive into the strongest tornado that any of these guys had ever been a part of.
This is gonna be a big one, you guys, seriously. It's gonna be huge.
Reed wasn't looking very mentally stable that day. I knew something was gonna happen. If something bad was gonna happen, you know, you can see it in his eyes.
It's coming right on top of us.
We had pulled up to it just as the circulation was tightening up above us, and you could literally look out the windows and see it.
Hey, there's a funnel right on top of us.
And it intensified right over our heads.
We're in it.
Standing right over. It was right at that last 10 seconds where you're just not quite sure how strong it's gonna get. And that's when the fear started kicking in.
Maybe I shut the window. Yeah, window up. We're about to get hammered.
Use the Lexan!
Lexan is bulletproof plexiglass that is 250 times stronger than regular glass.
It's stuck. I cannot get my Lexan up.
But in last year's Dominator, it was difficult to deploy.
Right there. Almost right. Yeah.
We need to at least roll the windows up.
Right in front of us, Chris. Look.
Stay down.
It's gonna be intense, you guys. Hang on.
It stayed over us for a little over 30 seconds. In a little over 30 seconds of 100+ mile-an-hour winds that are slowly getting stronger, it literally felt like it was ripping the car in different directions at the same time.
You all right, Chris?
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, my eyes are bleeding.
So this year, everything's automated. Hopefully that won't break.
The Dominator may be ready for action, but Sean Casey's Tornado Intercept vehicle hasn't even arrived.
We're waiting for the TIV to show up. It was supposed to be here at noon.
The custom-built TIV is a bear to rig.
Each vehicle's so different that you can't just like, oh, we'll do what we did in the Dominator.
And the first storm of the season is just 36 hours away.
We're trying to do as much as we can without the vehicle here, but at a certain point you need to have the vehicle here to put all the stuff in.
It's 5 a.m. The Storm Chasers production crew is running out of time. But Sean Casey's TIV 2 is still AWOL.
We're waiting for the TIV to show up.
Let's get something set up so that way we can just get going.
The first supercells of the season will strike the Texas Panhandle in just 36 hours. And to make matters worse, extreme weather engineer Tim Samaras has arrived with an unexpected chase vehicle.
So we're gonna put our probes in here, the luggage and everything else goes in here.
And the new truck means new problems.
When we were waiting for the TIV, we got all the stuff prepped for Tim Samaras' truck, thinking that it was going to be a similar top to last year, but this is not that deep. So now our rack's not going to fit. So we have to break everything down and start all over again. That sucks.
With the timeline tightening, the team must improvise.
We're gonna put everything in the back of this truck, but it won't fit. So everything's gonna go under here instead, but the problem might be that it will get really hot.
HD video decks burn out at temperatures approaching 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And storm pursuit will carry them into the dead of summer.
We think we have a plan. We've got some auxiliary fans to keep air flowing back there.
But heat is not the only threat to the decks in this new location.
We got to waterproof it because they're going to be getting in and out a lot, and they're going to be wet.
That's all right.
As $80,000 worth of equipment is repositioned, executive producer Lisa Block ensures that none of it interferes with Tim's scientific mission.
Where's your computer normally?
Well, I'll have a computer here, so I'll be leaning up, looking the window, looking out like this.
All right, I think you're right. We should do wider and zoom in.
Our first priority is to let these guys do what they do best, chase tornadoes. So the real challenge is to get the shots we need and stay out of their way.
Yeah, let's do the tighter shot.
Yep. Do that 8 mil. I look great.
I think it's looking really good.
As work on Tim's truck finishes, the 8-ton TIV 2 finally pulls in.
We have arrived.
The TIV is the toughest vehicle to rig. But before work begins, the TV Boy team makes a disgusting discovery.
What the Like, what is that?
Pretty gross in here.
Too many dudes in this metal box. It does kind of smell like fish in here. Do you think he's holding this pine cone for any reason? Who the drinks Clamato?
What is Clamato?
It's clam and tomato juice.
Ooh.
Shot tape from last year. There's some shoes. It's just tough to work in here because it's tight and it's hot.
The work area is clean, but 3 years of tinkering have turned the homemade TIV 2 into a bewildering maze.
Rigging this vehicle is always a challenge because so many things were welded into place, and just finding one wire, tracing one wire, becomes a big chore.
There's just so much stuff going on in here. We have to find places to put our crap
1, 2, 3, 4 decks, and then the CCUs sit right on top.
around their crap, and they have a lot of crap.
What's underneath? Is there any space we can utilize underneath there?
Working in it is a little scary because you don't know what everything does. Try to touch as little as possible, like that. And the switch that does I don't know what.
Regardless of if the TIV showed up today at 8 a.m., it would still be a pain in the ass.
Shooter-producer Kyle Wheeler's assignment is the TIV, and his #1 concern is reliable power.
The problem with the TIV is that it's been worked on by 16 different people. So to try to figure out how to run more power, I think it's just going to be a big headache.
I don't know how the we're going to do that. This electrical system's crazy.
There's been a lot of cable back there because those oceans are so long.
Can we go up high with that cable?
Do we have a loose header cable here?
Sure. Driver.
What if you came from here?
Yeah, I just worry about water.
Careful wiring may have solved the problem, but before the TIV is road ready, the power supply must pass a final test.
All right, we're starting her up.
Did you power it up?
The inverter's not getting power.
Are you kidding me? There's no power to it at all? Key is on.
It's like playing with lightning.
Oh, is the fuse popped?
Yeah, it was a fuse.
Now are we hot?
You're good.
you have to track it down, and there's like 1,000 little things, you know? TIV is quirky.
The TIV is packed with more gear than any other chase vehicle.
This is gonna work out real nice.
It's like a little war room, I guess.
8 high-definition cameras, 8 video decks, and 3 LCD monitors.
See this? You kidding me? How's he get 3 monitors?
Don't be jealous.
I am jealous.
TV Boy Wii.
Well, Kyle gets a Wii, and I get top 40 played over and over again for hours. Reed and his team, they have a horrible, horrible taste in music, and Kyle gets a Wii. That's great. All right, we're switching teams.
As the TIV completes a trial run,
How is it cruising around in the TIV around town?
Cool.
Andrew Lane's job is done.
I mean, we're looking pretty good right now. So just cross my fingers now and now. Hopefully I don't get any phone calls between now and June.
But with the first storm of the season due to touchdown in just 24 hours, work is just beginning for the Storm Chasers production crew.
All right, go, 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 go.
With less than 24 hours until violent storm cells strike the West Texas Panhandle,
Ready to roll? Ready to roll.
the cast and crew of Storm Chasers hit the road.
See you on the road.
Support vehicles caravan behind each team, but inside TIV-2, the Twist-X probe vehicle, and the Dominator, there is only room for one member of the production crew.
When you're on the road in this show, you're by yourself. You know, you're everything. You're a producer, you're a shooter, you're your own assistant, you're your own sound guy.
Inside the Twist-X truck, shooter-producer Andres Vasquez juggles multiple channels of audio and up to 4 cameras at once.
Make sure that everything's okay, all the levels, all the colors, and you know, the lights. It's kind of weird, actually. It's kind of like watching people in a fish tank.
The 7-inch LCD monitor allows Andres to toggle between both cockpit cameras.
I have 2 cameras up front, so I can switch from one camera to the next. This little window will let me know when it's recording. That's really important. These remotes, they control the decks where the tapes are rolling, and that's where the decks are. Rain gear, little safety helmet here. The helmet is for hail.
It's coming. Ow! All right, here it comes. Damn it. It's coming! Oh, ow! It's coming!
Got the goggles when I need them, right here.
For shooter-producer Kyle Wheeler, maintaining a mobile studio inside TIV-2 is an extra challenge.
Working in the TIV is probably the toughest environment I've had. Constantly getting dripped on. Trying to keep the camera up and running. There's sharp edges everywhere. And I get TIV bites, that's what I call my little cuts.
Kyle's braved TIV-2's hazards since her maiden voyage 2 seasons ago.
We were driving down the highway at 70 miles an hour, and I look over to my right, and our wheels are bouncing along, tracking next to us.
We lost a tire. We lost our tire.
And it was just this very surreal moment, like, all right, are we gonna crash? My heart was in my throat, and I was trying to compose myself to shoot. Luckily, nothing happened, but it was one of the first days in the TIV-2. So it set me up for not having much confidence in this vehicle.
My mom always calls me, "You okay? I don't like you riding in that thing."
When the storm grows near, pressure on each shooter-producer intensifies.
When you get out there and you're 20 minutes away from intercepting a tornado and you're changing tapes in 8 cameras.
You can't miss anything, so I have to do this really quick.
Trying to figure out what questions to ask.
What's going on, Joel? Point it out.
We've got a mile-wide tornado approximately 10 miles to our west moving directly at us right now.
It can be overwhelming.
But Chris, Kyle, and Andres aren't alone.
What you see on TV is just a Dominator driving down these roads solo, you know, aiming towards the next tornado, but that's just not the case.
Each team includes a second camera crew.
We have 2 additional vehicles that have to follow the Dominator at any given time. One is the B vehicle with our driver, Dick McGowan, who is also a storm chaser.
Reed, you have a copy. Reed, this is Dick.
He's there for safety to help Robert Seaman, our B-cam operator, get the shots he needs.
Hey, stay on this thing. This is huge.
That's the shot. That's the shot.
It's my job to connect the weather with these guys. I think I have the best job on the show, but it's my job to get that shot of the tornado.
This is the shot of the Storm and the Dominator in relation to each other, which is such an important shot. Until you get that full view of what's really going on, I think you don't really have the full understanding, the power of what it is we are actually up against.
Tornadoes are a main character of the show, and filming them involves severe risk.
When we're out there shooting, it's complete chaos.
Hang on, everyone! Here comes the rain! Go! 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 You gotta get out of here!
Sean's a trooper.
We're ready?
He's out there filming, you know, risking his life. He's getting the great shots.
Go! We're here.
I'm gonna stay out of the car, wait until that last second. I want Tim telling me to get in the car.
In combat, you just have to get your mind in this berserk war zone area, and you just have to let everything go. You have to give yourself to the work. April 26, 2009 will always be with me, and I got a shot that was just incredible. It was the most amazing footage I'll ever shoot in my lifetime. When I got those shots, I just knew millions of people would be exposed to it. And that's where the true hunger comes from. I want to do work that influences people. I want to do work that moves people, that gives people chill bumps. I want to bring these storms to people who can't be out here.
During the chase, over 40 cast-in crew will be in harm's way. So the final member of every team is a medic.
The medic vehicle is probably the most important vehicle in that chain of vehicles.
Worst case scenario for me would be for someone out here on the chase to get injured. And that's what I'm here for, but I do not ever want to see part of our crew injured.
Whoa, what's it doing?
This show is no joke. It's a really dangerous job.
Coming this way.
To drive home the danger, the crew attends mandatory safety meetings.
This might be season 4. People are comfortable, and that's where mistakes happen. It's serious stuff out there. Just think for a minute what it would be like if one of us, we weren't here. There's a possibility of that.
We play with danger. We play in life and death situations. But when Todd said, if we're not safe out there, one of you guys may not be here next season, that gave me the chills.
These guys are out here getting way too close for comfort. Too close to tornadoes. They're driving into hailstorms, hanging out of car windows.
Just trying to give the car a personality. Like those teeth. Like it's about to eat the next tornado it sees.
I hire guys that work on dangerous shows like Deadliest Catch.
Oh God, there's a big tornado right in the field behind us.
They know what it means to push the limit to get the shots that they need.
Heads up, it's coming back at us.
The other part of me really tends to worry, and I couldn't live with myself if somebody got hurt.
Not around your neck, bro. That's what St. Christopher. Brings me protection, you know? You don't get nervous? Yeah, I do. Is it humbling to be nervous? Yeah, it's very humbling to be nervous. I think that's why I like to push it.
To shoot this season of Storm Chasers, the production crew braved dozens of fearsome twisters.
There it is. Violent tornado. Violent wind's coming. Let's go.
But there's another force of nature to contend with. Fans.
Everybody in this whole place got excited. We got excited to see the Storm Chasers out there.
My granddaughter, she's jealous.
She's already texted her to tell her that the Storm Chasers were here.
Yes, Storm Chasers creates a lot of havoc. We don't have very much room, and then when something like this happens, as you can see, everybody in town wants to come and eat.
We are in the Midwest, and people are huge fans of the show out here.
This is so cool.
But fan enthusiasm for seeing Storm Chasers in the flesh is an added challenge for production.
A big chase day on a weekend when all the weekend warriors come out, there'll be 100 cars lined up. And the second they see this or the tip go by, it's just boom, beeline, follow them all I mean, it's like following an ambulance through rush hour traffic, you know? The last person you want to follow is Reed.
Large wedge tornado just to our southwest. I think you can see it. There it is. There it is.
Following Reed's gonna get you hurt. So I hope people who are watching this take that to heart.
Let's go.
If you're concerned for your own well-being, do not follow this vehicle.
we can't get in that thing. We can get really close.
In addition to danger, following the Dominator, TIV2, or Twist X for the season means 3,000 hours behind the wheel and logging 20,000 miles.
To get to your storms, you have to travel for hours and hours, 10+ hours a day.
A lot of my friends think I'm crazy for working on this show, not only because of the danger, but because of what I do to my body, sitting for 15 hours a day, every day.
10 straight weeks on the road takes its toll.
It smells so bad in this car.
Can we do a 5-minute roll down? Just get the steak out of here?
I think it's your pits. Does it really smell that bad?
It's a little stuffy.
Oh, whose fault is that? I could have taken a shower yesterday.
Hey, I drove all night for you.
Hours on the chase heighten hunger, and each crew member will eat 210 meals on the road.
It's gas station food for lunch and gas station food for dinner.
Breakfast at a gas station, my favorite.
That's what we live off of right here, gas station food.
The guys, they love barbecue, and they'll have it for breakfast, and that just makes me want to hurl.
Yeah, I just got the chuck wagon sandwich. It's always good. It's only got about 20 grams of fat, which is pretty low for gas station food.
Lunchtime. Dave, can I make you a sandwich? Hope it's electable. I'm feeling generous, so I'm gonna give Dave a double stack. And then, here you go, Dave.
Double meat, man. Double meat, bro. You can tell when your producer likes you when they give you the double meat. That is huge.
16-hour workdays are a bare minimum, and crews often function with little or no sleep.
We're getting to where we absolutely can't even think straight at this point.
We've been driving for hours and hours and hours, and I'm really tired.
But when it's finally time to rest, accommodations aren't plush.
In the last couple years, we stayed at some really, really crappy places. I mean, blood stains, smoke-filled rooms, bed bugs, presents in the toilet when you get into the room.
It's in a couple hours, huh? The first thing I noticed is the smell. Used, old. No way in hell I'm sleeping in that bed. I'd sooner sleep in the Dominator, you know? That's always pretty sweet, huh? Not to mention, if I go to sleep right now and then we have to leave 2 hours later, it's just, I'm gonna be more tired than I am now, so I'd rather just struggle through it, you know?
Even after traveling 6,000 miles in a week, there's no guarantee of intercepting a tornado.
The real challenge on this TV show, unlike other shows I've worked on, is the weather. It's not like I can just cue the tornado.
Filming Storm Chasers is like, you know, it's a game of hurry up and wait. It's a whole lot of nothing during the show. I mean, we some cows here. It's one of those days.
I think that throw almost took out one of the probes.
And probably nothing happens for days and days and days. But then one day, something will happen, so you never let your guard down.
Tornado sirens! Let's go! We gotta get out of here! Hurry! We gotta get out of here! We gotta go!
Everyone on the cast and crew has been burning the candle at both ends. We're optimistic for a tornado and going into potentially one of the most deadliest days of our lives. Absolutely exhausted, so we'll see how we do.
The sirens going off pump me up. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but that usually means that it's time to start rolling cameras, you know? So, it's good. Haven't eaten breakfast, haven't showered in 2 days. Slept in the car 2 nights in a row. I I've had 3 5-hour energy drinks the last 12 hours. I feel like my hair's growing. I love it.
You can't really enjoy the fruits of your labor until you suffer. You push so hard, you grind it, and it makes getting to the end feel so much better.
We're in.
How heavy are the winds right now? We're probably in 120, 25 mile an hour winds right now. Oh, hey, we should probably deploy.
Deploy! Drop everything, deploy.
Okay, here we go. We right now are in some
Oh my God, we're in a tornado!
On the hunt for a severe tornado,
Right now, I've got over my shoulder a wedge tornado that's over a mile wide.
the Storm Chasers crew must overcome the biggest obstacle of all.
This is dangerous right now going on.
Fear.
If there's any type of tornado that would freak me out the most, it would definitely be a wedge. They're usually dark, muddy, and ominous.
Oh God, there's a big tornado right in the field behind us. Nick, you're doing a great job. Robert, just watch forward. Just watch forward.
The sensation is just pure adrenaline. It's just pure fear.
Left. Robert, we got twins. Keep driving. Get on the walkie and tell them to get the out of here.
Every member of the Storm Chasers production crew has a war story.
May 10th of this year scared me.
May 22nd, 2010.
Power lines are gonna come down. Oh, there it goes.
June 17th in Aurora last year.
Taking down some poles. Run it.
Greensburg, Kansas tornado on May 4th, 2007.
There it was! Look out! Oh my God!
I guess the scariest thing about chasing storms is that every tornado is different, and you never know what's gonna happen.
Let's do it. We got it. Let's go. Got it. All right.
This tornado was directly out my right window and coming right for us.
I was in between two tornadoes.
Oh, there's one right behind us.
I look out my rearview mirror and I just see trees whipping out right behind us.
Where that power line go? Get ripped off. The winds that clipped us were 205 miles an hour. Oh, tree down.
I thought that window was gonna break, and instantly, I just imagined glass going into my neck. That just scared me.
A branch being launched and coming straight through your window is danger. It's very real in storm chasers. There's nothing you can do to protect yourself against it.
It's right here, right here. Go, go, get out of here, guys, get out of here, get out. Holy, look at that semi.
You're like in the mouth of a bear. You don't know when he's gonna close his jaws.
I always have this fear of not being able to see the other side of the tornado.
How close is it to us, Chris?
Wow. It's right there, look at it.
We got power lines. They're about to go down. We gotta get out of here. Back up!
A lot of the tornadoes last year we drove into were either 100 feet wide or 30 feet wide. There was an end.
Stay down!
A good example of a tornado with no end would have been Yazoo this year.
This season, in Yazoo City, Mississippi, the Dominator team intercepted the most deadly tornado in Storm Chasers history.
We're right now in the midst of a historic tornado outbreak here in Dixie Alley. They get a lot of F4, F5 tornadoes here. I wouldn't be surprised if there loss of life and property today. This will definitely live down in history.
To tell the story, the production crew shadowed an EF4 without the Dominator's armor plating and protective Lexan.
How bad do you think this is wind-wise? I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like a very strong, possibly violent tornado.
Safety demands that both vehicles remain in constant contact.
Okay, Robert Siemens sees you. We have a visual on you. So far, so good. I'm gonna go ahead and pound you guys.
But rain curtains conceal a deadly twister, and production can't find the hidden monster.
Do we go the other way? Do we turn around and go the other way? I asked Dick, should we be heading past the Dominator or going away from it? In my mind, I'm thinking we got to get ourselves out of here. Dude, I'm not scared right now. I'm concerned for our crew right now. Hey guys, slow down, production! Production guys can't go ahead of us. It's gonna hit you. Pull back around, okay guys?
Seeking to move safely out of the storm's path, production accidentally heads right toward the outer circulation.
Pulling back around, windows up, guys. This ain't one room, guys.
For the production crew, the job has shifted from storytelling to survival.
Everybody buckle up right now. We are in the middle of something, just a really bad wind. We cannot see the road right now. Dick, are we in it? I'm not sure. Leave him alone. Let him drive the car. Be mindful of what is going on in front of you. It's blind rain, and we've got debris in the air. We've got debris in the air. We'll take a windshield loss for the hail. I don't want to die. Okay, we're probably going to get into heavy hail. Let's get out of here.
But as production exits the circulation,
Reed, do you have a copy? Reed, this is Dick.
there's no sign of the Dominator.
Reed's okay. He's gonna be okay. They're okay. Dick is very emotional right now because he doesn't know where Reed is. Okay, Reed should be up here around the corner, hopefully. I'm just praying Reed's okay. I'm really, really praying. I've called Reed. He hasn't picked up the phone. I've texted Chris.
Robert, what are you thinking about right now, bud?
I'm trying not to think.
Hold up! Oh my God, look over here to the right.
This is horrible, guys. I'm getting a sick feeling to my stomach here.
Dick, you gotta calm down, bro.
I'm sorry if I feel emotional. People's lives have just been destroyed, okay?
Dick, don't tell me how to react, dude. Dick, don't tell me how to react. Dick,
all right, everybody,
Dick, I need you to stay calm. I'm not telling you how to react, all right?
It's pretty emotional. Just see like people's lives destroyed, total chaos. Yeah, it just makes me upset.
Let's look for the Dominator.
Reed is somewhere down here. We're trying to find him. I've never seen anything like this in my life before. Like, it's terrible. This is absolutely devastating.
The search proceeds through a shattered city of 14,000 people.
I remember filming some destruction and filming some houses, and then I heard Reed's voice.
We need the medic.
So I just ran to them. I tried to find my guys as soon as possible.
This is the first time come across this. We've come across some very major injuries here. We've got a gentleman trapped here. Reed's trying to get some help.
Frank, continue east this road. We've got potential injuries here. We've got help on its way.
I filmed as Reed and Joel were heroes. I essentially got to, I saw my friends being real life heroes.
Okay, step over. This one might be live. Listen, Frank. You guys okay? Yeah, I'm good. Me and Jason, one of the camera operators, went over to help this old man in a pickup truck because he can't get out. You good? No, sir. We got you, sir. Now we're gonna put you and sit you back. We pulled him out and we put him on the four-wheeler, and he just was crying, going, "Where's my wife?"
Is she in the trunk?
His wife's okay?
Yes, sir.
Your wife's okay, right?
Yeah, his wife is just fine.
When he told the guys that that his wife was okay, it was amazing, man. He was the smile on his face was great.
You know, the chasing part I'm okay with. I like that. I like seeing a tornado out in the open field. But I'm not a huge fan of shooting destruction, injured people, if not deceased people. I'm not really good with that.
I just kind of freaked out from seeing so many people injured, and I remember turning the camera on myself at one point and just kind of like in a mode of desperation.
Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this.
I feel like I had to just tell somebody how I was feeling, and I told the camera.
We flirt with these tornadoes all the time. We get real close to them. And that was the first time I'd ever seen them be real destructive. Seen the damage they can do and seen people actually affected by that damage.
We're making a show about it, you know, it's an entertainment show that people tune in and get all jazzed about, but they're not really seeing the other side of it, you know?
I remember being torn that day between, do I put my camera down and help out, or do I film? And I think forever that will haunt me. But on that day, we did work as a team. And I think we did some real good.
You guys have gone above and beyond, and it was about helping people, and I think that happened today.
Everybody remained kind of a team and came together and put the cameras down at the right moment and helped out people when necessary. And as far as the TV show goes, I think we nailed it.
We get to do something that's so amazing, which is travel the country, meet amazing people, and shoot one of the most powerful situations, which is weather.
Even if storm chasing is not part of my life, living it through their eyes is amazing. After being with them for so long, you're not just a shooter or a producer. You're one of the family. You're another chaser.
I always joke with Reed and Chris that we're this outlaw tribe that hunts down tornadoes across America. It's absolutely insane that I have this job. I'm the luckiest guy on the planet.
These guys are like my brothers now. When this show's done, we'll be friends forever. That's a guarantee.
The hardest part about filming tornadoes is being away from my girl. Better use that, editors. That'll help me out a lot.